It's Monday!
Are we on?
Yeah, we are on, and you guys know what that means. JTH mini painting stream.
You say GTH.
GTA mini painting stream. No, I'm Jake.
Grand Theft Auto.
Grand Theft Auto mini painting stream.
Yes.
I'm Jake. Back again. Sick last week.
Yep.
Shiny and chrome today. Ready to redeem myself in your eyes, Josh. And then, spoilers.
It's going to take a lot of work.
Josh is here with me painting.
Yes.
Or I'm here with Josh, depending on how you look at it.
We're here together, man.
Yeah, we're here together. We are a combined force. We're back with the king. King Axhelm.
That's right.
The man. The dwarf. The legend.
Yes. Yep, so we're going to keep working on this guy here. Door closed.
Yeah.
That dog's just loud, man.
Appa, man.
She's gonna keep barking. So King Axhelm, we kind of went to town on him. Last time we were painting him, I kind of just started throwing paint on all the layers just because I wanted to try and pull them apart from each other. And so now I'm coming back in to try and start adding some detail to some of the layers. And then I'm probably gonna come at the most fun stuff last. So the beard, the shield, the axe will all kind of be the final touches on this guy. So we're gonna keep working on the details on King Axhelm. Hopefully we finish him today. That would be.
How you think?
That would be stellar. I don't think, but
But you dream?
I hope. Yeah.
Cool.
Just because I think he's a fun guy. It'd be cool to have him.
So, obviously I was not here last week, but you guys painted with Kelsey.
Yeah.
What were you guys doing? You guys were doing a
Bahir.
Bahir.
This guy right here.
Nice. Oh man.
So, very massive.
That guy is
get a
beautiful
idea of the size here. So, pretty sweet.
That's a great looking rock.
Thanks, man.
Which is probably one of the weirder things.
Almost sounded like a joke, like sarcastic.
But, man.
But I actually put time into that.
Yeah, no, it looks really good.
I finished it off after stream. So I've still got to finish off a little bit more of the base before we probably record with this guy again. Because I want to have the base for the most part done.
Mm-hmm.
So that the next time I'm streaming with the Bahir, we're painting the actual creature.
What's he made of?
That's the most fun. What's the
plastic?
It's resin.
So that's not lying. That's a great looking rock. Because I thought that might have been like an actual.
We got some earth.
It looks really good, dude.
Thanks, man. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with it. And the mold on these are awesome. Like the detail, like not only are these really big, but the quality of the mold is just so much better than like your basic. And you're paying for it. Like this is a more expensive.
Who's it by?
Miniature. This is actually part of the D&D collector series.
Cool.
So like let's see here. So you see this is the box it comes in. Collector series Bahir, and they got like the painted version, of course, the awesome,
nice.
Never gonna measure up, awesome painting version
No.
up front. But there's only 1,500 of these in existence.
That's amazing.
Which for me was the part of the draw. I know that 1,500 is an insane amount. You know what I mean?
But it's
like,
not.
But
when you consider.
But yeah, and like I'm sure that I don't even know, they probably still have some of these in the shop. But it's made by Gale Force 9. That's the miniature company.
Mm-hmm.
So they're a really good miniature company. But yeah, so like I said, the thing I like about these is the molds are just so freaking detailed that you get all the I don't know if I can like catch this here. But like you get all the detail in the face and stuff, every wrinkle, and the mold lines are just they do them very cleverly, so they're not like hold on, there we go. So they're not like super duper obvious where the mold lines are on the mini.
He's a scary, scary boy.
So
or
yeah,
girl.
man, I don't really know anything about the Bahir monster.
Yeah?
I think it can shoot electricity out its mouth, and that's pretty much like all I know. I also think it's a monster that typically shows up in caves, but that's only from like pictures I saw online. I don't really know much about the lore behind it. But this was a fun one. That was a fun.
I like the multiple legs.
It was fun to get started. Yeah, it's got like 12 legs. 12 flipping legs. 12 legs. It's like a dragon centipede, which sounds
terrifying.
Yeah.
I actually hate centipedes.
Yeah, so just fix that like mental image in your brain. Dragon centipede.
I'll pass.
With opposable thumbs.
Oh no. which means that it's already better than apes. It's more terrifying. It's like a gorilla. No, wait. Human, dragon, centipede hybrid.
Ugh.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's not who we care about today. We're here for our boy.
The king.
The king under the mountain.
That's right. Axhelm himself.
Good old Axhelm.
And right now what I'm going to try and do is touch up his nose a little bit.
Awesome.
Because it kind of turned really, really red.
Yeah.
After the fact. I don't know that I realized that it turned that red. So I'm going to try and de-redden it just a little bit.
I want to pull him up just a bit towards your mugs. There you go. Also, you sound a little out of focus.
Okay.
Gotta make him look crisp.
Yeah. Hold on.
Oh, hey Cass, you're in chat. Good to see you. Wooker Tondon. I like that name.
I need to do more minuscule changes. How's that?
That's great.
Okay. So, just taking really thin layer. Just trying to lighten it up a little bit.
What's the delay like right now?
And not touch those eyes.
Pretty good. Okay.
Which took so freaking long to do.
Oh, because I was gone, did we get any Axhelm stories? Or are we gonna have to stick with
I
our
don't
own?
know. I don't know.
Maybe that's a Twitter thing?
I don't think I got any sent to me. So
wow. Looks like mine's canon then.
Yeah.
King Axhelm. I don't even really remember what my canon story was.
We can rewrite it.
Yeah, cool.
We can make it something fresh.
We're gonna scrap everything. Start over. All right.
Next, I'm gonna do the boots and gloves.
Nice.
Next, whoops. Okay, I'm gonna do those with the kind of brownish color. And
Cass says after the deer story, all of her creative energy kind of died. I don't understand why. I loved that story.
It's a great story.
You know, I want a published copy.
That was a story dreams are made of.
Yeah, nightmares.
Nightmare.
But you know,
fever dreams.
Fever dreams. That actually maybe that's why I loved it so much, because I think I fever dreamed the same exact thing while I was sick. It was me and the deer, and we were running, and then I became the deer.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the sequel. That's the sequel I want.
Kind of deciding between paints here. I'm do a little bit of a combination of
Axhelm the Noggin Knocker. I like it.
The Noggin Knocker? Oh man, did you hear the name that they gave Kelsey for her character?
Oh, right, because yes, of course.
You were in the game.
Yeah, Keggery.
Keggery?
Keggery.
Wasn't it like... I don't think that was the name.
Was it not Keggery?
No, it's Keg something. It was
Oh, Keg the Stout.
Keg Stout.
Right, and then she took Keg and made it Keggery.
Oh,
As his full name.
Okay.
It was hilarious.
Gotcha. I like that she took it and made it her own.
Keg the Stout is such a great name, though.
Yes.
Especially for what her background is.
Yeah, with the brewing. Brewmaster
Keg. Keggery Keggerson. What when she comes up with her mailman, we'll ask her what the surname was, because I'm having a tough time remembering.
She makes her mailman appearance, her
Yeah.
Mr. Rogers. Can we remember who that guy's name was? We forgot at the time.
But we always remember it, like, near the end.
Yeah.
And then
Mr. something.
Keggery Keggerson McKegger of Clan Keg.
Okay.
Huh.
Yeah. Not mincing words there.
Yeah, works.
Yeah.
Works for me. I actually, I lied to you all, and I think this might have been addressed last time. I did not play a dwarf. My DM, Chris, decided to go in a different direction with the dwarves, and I was like, huh.
Yeah, Kelsey told us. We were all shocked.
Yeah.
We all felt very betrayed.
The biggest betrayal.
Yeah.
And so instead I actually went with a human, and I made him a plague doctor. I found a homebrew
That's
class.
what she said. A plague doctor. Yeah.
His name is Ichabod Frederick Finch, and he's a bit of a creepy dude. All about dissections and that kind of stuff.
Ooh. Like of people?
You know. He doesn't judge.
I don't think the issue's with him judging.
All corpses are the same. Keggery Barrelson. That might be it.
We're still getting the keg names coming in.
I think that might actually be super close.
Okay.
Because it did have something to do with barrels, I think. So, Wooker Tondon, if that's correct, I'll give you an internet hug, which is worth one internet hug on the exchange market.
Wow.
I know.
Big money here.
Chester, the court jester, says he sounds like a creep. You should change your character. He is a bit of a creep. But like in an endearing way. You know? Like, his entire thing is he wants to heal everyone by murdering them.
What?
You know, you can't get sick if you're dead.
Okay.
Right? Can't fault my logic on that one. Huh?
Yeah?
Yeah, change it. I don't like how that sounds. Chester, man, give me a break. You know, he's misunderstood. That's gonna be my fallback. He's just misunderstood.
Nobody gets me.
Nobody understands Ichabod.
The cry of the
little Icky.
Of the teenager.
Chester, he does well, okay. Not saw well, okay. It's like you read my backstory, man. He probably tries to poison people and then saw their limbs off. That's almost verbatim right out of his backstory.
Oh.
That's not true.
That's pretty gnarly.
He's a pretty gruesome dude. Get the bone saw. So...
Bone saw. I don't think I would have the internal fortitude to hack a bone.
No,
off
man.
Of the saw. Maybe like an animal's bone? I could probably like
because I've gone hunting and stuff.
Disconnect emotionally a little bit for that, but like I don't think I could do like a people bone.
Yeah. I don't think I'm like that diabolical. I don't think I'm even close to being. I think I would
like even
pass
beyond
out.
Like diabolicism. Like there's like if you were in a circumstance where you had to.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's where my mind goes.
Right.
Yours might go to doing it for some kind of sick weird pleasure,
I guess,
but
you know, that's just where I'm at right now with my character.
Yeah. But
Mm.
my mind immediately goes to the time when you have to.
What was that movie?
Like you got gangrene or something. And
with James Franco, based off a true story, where he got 24 hours or 24/7 or something like
227 hours.
Yeah,
127 days or
something like that. Where he got trapped and like, ugh, I'm good. I'll pass.
Yeah, jeez. That'd be terrifying.
I'll just stay inside and die.
Didn't he cut his own arm off?
Yeah, I think he had to like do something gross. 124 hours. Thank you, Chester.
Did they? I feel like I never watched that film.
Mm-hmm.
But I hope that they like really built up the use of his arm.
I think they.
You know what I mean? Like they like.
Well, because he was climbing.
Like kind of did do it like a romantic comedy relationship.
Oh yeah.
Where
he just talks to his arm like.
No. Like, but he just gives furtive glances whenever he uses his arm in a way that's very useful.
Oh.
He's like, yeah, like he just picks something upside down. He's like, hey, look at you. Like, what would I
do without you?
What a great hand. Yeah. We're just the best. Self 5, you know what I mean? Just very like, yeah, that would have been.
And then it's.
Then when it's even worse, you know what I mean? Then the cutting it off,
because you feel it's like Wilson.
It's his best friend.
Yeah. What other characters are in your campaign, Jake? Okay. Let's see. Ichabod. Then we have Josiah. My buddy Josiah, who's playing a homebrew creature in my friend Chris's world. And it's called a Padon. And they're frog people. So think of the Argonians from Elder Scrolls. But instead of lizards, they're frogs. And he's playing... Josiah's character is addicted to this magical drug. And his character is just the most Looney Tune character I've ever met.
Okay.
He's just running around. He has no reason to be with the party. And honestly, we probably should have got rid of him a long time ago. But he's still with us. Granted, it's only been one session. So yeah, that is... what's his name? I'm really bad at this. Gosh.
At least you remember the human's name, like the person playing it.
Yeah. Gosh, I can't even remember what his name was. Doesn't matter. Then, of course, we have Kelsey, who's playing Keggary. I remember Keggary because it was such a great name. And then we have another player who's playing someone named Ivani. She's another human. And she is a captain, a ship captain. And Chris's world is very aquatic. So, you know, it's pirates and trading ships. And it's not really like your average medieval fantasy setting. It's more of like a Pirates of the Caribbean-esque, where, you know, people are like more on ships and doing pirate stuff. But then there's also the elves who are like the empire of the game, which has been interesting.
That is interesting.
Hold on a minute. Is Chester the court jester Josiah?
See, like calling out stuff that happened in the game?
Well, yeah. He's very interested in Josiah's character. And
you're just like, no one would actually be interested in Josiah's character.
Right. He just sent ... in the chat. Have we been infiltrated?
I just like that your logic was, it wouldn't make any sense for any regular person to be interested in his character other than himself.
Let's see. Oh, that sounds cool. Ooh, Josiah's character, not a character named Josiah. I'd really like to hear more about Josiah's character. You sneaky boy. I just want to hear more about the frog person, man. Fine, I'll tell you more about the frog person, man. I think his name, one of the original names that he was looking at was Drugs, with a D-R-U-G-Z. And we all had to tell him no, because he got it off of a fantasy name generator. Thanks, Jake. Chester, I don't know if I can trust you, bud. You're kind of... Maybe when Kelsey gets up here, we'll...
Putting on the shady vibes.
Yeah. Now I feel a little flustered. I don't know if I can trust him.
You don't know who to trust?
Oh. Chester the court jester. Uh-huh. Yeah, Kelsey will probably make a quick appearance. She usually does. She is the mailman of our show.
Yep. We like to call her the female man.
The female man. F-E-M-A-I-L. Man.
You gotta be a little careful.
You gotta be certain that we're doing... Kelsey's the star of the show. I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
Probably.
She's the unsung hero that we sing about.
We're we're actually writing a musical right now all about Kelsey. Mm-hmm. And her delivering mail. Hey Ellen, you're in chat too. That's cool. Good to see you.
Ellen sent me a picture of the first miniature she's painted.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so we got to show that off before
awesome.
The show's done. Just help me remember.
Yeah, is it on Twitter?
It is.
Awesome. I'm gonna pull it up because I want to see it before everyone else does.
It was a Hero Forge miniature that Alyssa got for her.
Oh, cool.
It's a good gift.
Yeah, that is really cool.
Yeah.
You guys, they're all the best of friends, right? Because they all hang out in your Discord.
Yep.
All right.
I don't think they're like exclusive though. I think they're just cool people that enjoy engaging with each other.
Works for me. All right. I do. I do sound sick, Chester. Thank you. Cass wants me to sing a song from that musical. Actually, I am a musical dude. I've done a lot of musicals, but I can't sing right now. I don't have my falsetto. And it's hard to be a tenor if you can't go falsetto. So once my voice is back,
Would that be like a t-shirt?
What was that?
Would that be like a t-shirt? It's hard to be a
tenor if you can't do falsetto?
Yeah.
I think that definitely does sound like a choir kid t-shirt.
Yeah.
Like, that does sound like something my high school would have done. Yes, but once my voice is back and I can serenade you all with beautiful tenor falsetto magic. I'm really overplaying my ability to sing. You guys can hear the ballad of Female Man. Chester the Court Jester, man, now I'm freaked out. Every time I see you pop up, I don't know if I can trust you or not. It's not that, well, I can trust you. I just don't know if I'm talking to somebody that I know, or if you're just another internet man.
Or woman.
Or woman.
Let's not put it past him.
That's true. Chester the Court Jester. I'll hold you to... Please do, Cass. I'm a man of my word. Oh no, why did I do this to myself? Because now I feel like I'm going to feel obligated to actually sing on stream.
No one's obligating you, Jake.
No one's... Cass just kind of did. Cass. Let's see. Man, Axon looks cool, dude. I really like the gloves.
That's what I'm doing right now. Trying to get those things, kind of a base shade on them to pull out the different fingers.
You know how you said nobody's obligating me?
Yeah.
All of chat just said obligated. Ellen, Skull Trail, Cass. The whole gang's coming together. It's an obligation lynch mob.
What's the song gonna be?
I don't know. My name's Kelsey, and
What?
I'm a male
You gotta do
woman.
No. I'm a male woman, is that you said?
See, I'm ill. I can't. My creative juices are gone. I'm a male woman. It's gonna be the next Hamilton.
Male woman.
Can Jake sing while Josh does puppeteering?
I'm painting. I'm painting a miniature right
You
now.
can just you can do the little like
Jake's here to give you guys the song and dance. I'm here to paint.
jazz hands. First of all, it's not a male woman; it's a female man. You're right. Got to get my nomenclature right. Female man.
That's right. With the proper spacing, you really could kind of mess it up.
What if I do it in like the style of Cats?
I've never seen Cats, so knock yourself out.
Cats is a really bad musical. I hope I didn't just offend anyone. I've never liked Cats.
Like the species?
Well, no, just the musical itself.
I've never really liked the species.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Don't watch Cats. Cass is with me. We want sock puppets. Sock puppets?
Guys, this is not the sock puppet. This is the miniature painting stream.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. Have you ever tried painting with sock puppets on your hands?
It's not. They're just socks. They're not sock puppets.
Wait,
They're just socks on your
what
hands.
makes a sock puppet, though?
That's a good question.
Chat, riddle us that. When does a sock become a sock puppet?
Yeah.
Please do sock puppet show. I can bring some socks over.
Is that Skull Trail?
Shadow Tax, you've never heard about Cats the musical? It's a classic. I mean, a bad classic, but a classic all the same.
It's classically bad.
It's when you give it a face. I mean... Oh, okay. Chester says a sock becomes a sock puppet the moment you put it on your hand. Takes your socks off your feet now, dude. We want sock puppets now.
This is taking a turn for the worse.
I feel like this is really tying into our whole romantic comedy with our hand.
No, you know.
And I'm terrified that if I do take off my sock and bring
you're gonna end up putting yourself in a scenario where you have to eventually cut it off.
Right. And all we have right now is a pair of needle nose pliers. And I don't think that's my tool of choice for arm removal. Shadow Tax says, no, they sing about being cats and they dance. Oh, Cass, don't bribe me. I'm a weak man. Female man, acknowledge my bribe. I have so much other writing to do, though. I'm acknowledging your bribe. That doesn't mean I'm taking it, though. Kelsey, T-1 episode of 30 Rock. I have an inside source. I will consider it. I will, like, I'm gonna forget after tonight. I don't want to, like, destroy your hopes, but I'm gonna go home and I'm gonna sleep after this, and the saga of Female Man is just gonna leave my mind. So if you really want it to happen, first, a couple stipulations. Your hopes are still alive. I haven't said no. I've just said it's likely not gonna happen. Okay, it's got to be after exams, because right now, no way I can write about a female man while trying to take tests. Not gonna work. Number 2, I gotta learn how to write music.
No, you know what actually has to happen?
Huh?
We should start receiving mail.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Like, and then the female man actually has a purpose.
Yeah.
Outside of.
Then Kelsey comes and brings us our mail.
Okay.
That's like that. That should be a thing.
And then we can read the mail.
Yeah.
Actually, that sounds really cool. Oh my gosh. Excuse me.
And then, after we've done it for at least a month, or whenever your song is done,
yeah,
we film a video.
Okay.
Of Kelsey bringing us the mail.
Okay.
Along with the song.
Okay.
And that's.
It can be the background music.
One.
No.
It's like the music video of the song that you're gonna write and produce.
You're really setting this up here.
Yeah.
They're gonna bite onto this and we're never gonna live it down.
It's gonna have to be really good. Like, you know, all the buildup we had for Cass's story? Better than that.
It's gonna be whoa.
Yeah.
Mail time, mail time, mail time, mail time, mail time. Here's the mail. It never fails. Makes me want to wag my tail. When it comes, I want a whale. Mail.
You know what that's from, right?
Blue's Clues.
Yes. You sang it completely wrong.
Yeah.
On purpose?
No.
Okay. You never partook.
Well, it just kind of hit me at the end. Wag my tail. When it comes, I want a whale. Mail.
Yeah. Here's the mail. It never fails. It makes me want to wag my tail. When it comes, I want a whale. Mail. Yeah. Something like that.
Oh! Ken the Idleman! Ken the Idleman is following us now.
Nice.
Welcome aboard, Ken.
I feel like the Mailman song did it. The mail song.
I think if we put a musical spin on this entire thing, we're going to be rolling in the followers. Yes or no, Jake? To what, Shadow? Would you sing the Ballers of Dirk?
What?
Ballers of Dirk. Ballard. I'm guessing
Ballad?
It's the Ballads of Dirk.
Who's Dirk?
Yeah, what's Dirk? Dirk a guy I should know?
I like that. I like that. Just the. I hope that it's not like someone we should know. I hope it's like just someone only he knows.
Yeah.
And he's literally just asking us.
Would you sing it?
Would you sing? Yeah.
Ellen says Jake doesn't know Dirk, though. Well, Ellen, I don't know everyone. There's a lot of people that I don't know. I'm sure Dirk's a wonderful man. Woman.
Or woman. Yeah.
Or child, even.
Yeah, or animal.
I guess child isn't really a separate... how could you forget Dirk? I can email it. Or maybe,
No, he's referencing a sneak attack character.
Oh!
Guys, Jake's not a sneaker.
Yeah, guys, I'm a bad person. That's not true.
He's
well.
No, he's untouched.
I'm untouched. Your great fandom has not influenced me.
It's one of the reasons why I like him being on here.
It's because he can pull fast ones. Wow, he looks really cool. I kind of looked over at the king, and I'm really liking the way his armor's looking, dude.
Thanks, man. The shade here's toning down the really intense highlight that I gave them.
Yeah.
The stuff. So it's toning it down, pulling it together. But I think I like that you can still see the individual fingers. That's what's important to me.
Shadow Tax is just saying that I'm still pure because I haven't seen. I'm untouched.
I haven't been defiled.
I'm holy.
No, you know what? And here, I'll say this for chat. It's not a hit on Sneak Attack at all. I freaking love Sneak Attack.
Yeah.
I think about Sneak Attack at least once a day, if not more than that.
Probably more.
Some days. And I love it. and I love the fandom that's around Sneak Attack, but I eventually want the stream. My hope would be that we become more than just sneakers.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That we become something that other people who enjoy the hobby of miniature painting or just enjoy hanging out can participate. So I try intentionally not to get too sneak heavy on the chat or on just what I'm talking about. But I'm never gonna like poo it in the chat.
Yeah, we're not gonna be like,
no,
sneakers not welcome.
no way, man. Those are my homies.
You
Like,
guys are the OGs.
I hope anything I ever do creatively has a good handful of sneakers. You know what I mean? Getting my back like
They're the support, man.
They're like the fam. Like that's legit. Like they're like the family. Like that's.
You know what? Ellen brings up a great point. Reed calls his people snowballers.
What?
Yeah, I guess on his stream, like how we're snowballers with Reed instead of sneakers. Maybe that's what we need. We need like another name for our followers.
I don't know. I don't know that we need another name.
You shall now be known as Minis. No, not a good one.
No.
No. You guys.
There's not enough of us yet. I don't feel like there's enough of us yet that we need to start.
Okay. One day,
differentiating
though. ourselves
from other fandoms.
One day, though,
Yeah.
there'll be an entire wiki.
Yeah.
Devoted to.
I don't think we started using the term sneakers until we had something like maybe 500,000 downloads.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So
you gotta have that following. You gotta be able to like.
Yeah, I'm not saying we need 500,000 people before we can say what we are.
But we need to be able to like
I don't even think we know what we are yet. That's all I'm saying.
We're just we're early. We're babies.
We name it now. We're gonna be
stuck with it.
Exactly.
Oh, you're right.
Exactly.
That's the last. We don't want to.
It's like if you created a Gmail account.
Right.
When you were a freshman in high school and you decided, hey, I'm gonna call it Josh the Hippie because I think hippies are cool. There's nothing wrong with that. You know what I mean? Then you just start titling all your other social media accounts around that until one day that's your everything. That's what you're associated with, and you don't know how to detach yourself from it. So you're stuck.
My turn.
Okay.
In high school.
But that's just hypothetically speaking.
Hypothetical.
Yeah.
Mine's also hypothetical. In high school, my email was Jake.Peterson Dragonborn at gmail.com. Dragonborn.
Yeah.
I was never as mortified as the day I had to give my personal email account to my teacher. And then I realized that I was 8 years old living in the body of a 16-year-old. Dragonborn.
That's fantastic.
You know, and I still use it for all my, oh wait, maybe, am I gonna get like spam now? No, it's still like the email I use for like all my like games and stuff.
You just give your email out on the stream.
Yeah, here's my social security too.
I guess we know where we're sending the mail.
Right. Jake Point.
No,
I don't want to repeat it again. You tricky boy.
You don't need to repeat it again.
Maybe I'll throw here. Let me just pull up my pen, my soch, and my everything else, and I'll just like
put it out there, like that one guy.
That towards you guys.
Who's the one guy?
We were talking about him last time. The LifeLock.
Oh my god.
LifeLock CEO.
Just totally did himself in.
All right, let's see. They want to know where sneakers came from.
It came from when we did our first mailbag episode where we took in questions from the audience.
Cool.
And we were trying to figure out what we wanted to call the mailbag.
Yeah.
And one of the names that I think Danny threw out was calling it a sneaker box.
Cool.
And from there, it just kind of steamrolled into, sneaker box. Our fans are sneakers, so
it works.
It was fun. It's a good one, and it stuck. Like the sneaker fam is real. It's not a dream.
Okay, the good news is Cass just put my email in chat, but she misspelled it, and that's gonna be my armor.
There you go.
Poor misspelled email.
Oh no, yeah, that's not good.
Ellen still has her old middle school email. See, that's what mine was. It's just my old email that I use for stuff that I don't really care about, but I need an email for.
Yeah.
So, like, if I'm testing out a game that I don't want to, like Hearthstone. When Hearthstone came out, I didn't want to give them my actual email because I knew that during beta, they've been sending me, like, tons of, like, come join us in Hearthstone.
Yeah.
And so I gave them my old email, and I probably have, like, at least 100,000 emails from Hearthstone on that email. Just, like, taking up space.
Oh, man. I'm getting little crusties in my thing. From the stupid paint buckets. So I'm trying to make this kind of goldish looking thing, and I have done zero research on non-metallic metal gold.
Yeah.
So this probably isn't really going to look like non-metallic metal gold. It's probably just going to look like different shades of yellow. But that's okay. I have actual metallic paint that I could use.
You want to do that?
It feels like a cop-out, but I have it, and I do think there is a way to use it correctly.
Could be kind of cool.
We'll give it a shot. Let's give it a shot.
Metallic paint.
All right. I literally have a second cup of water in case this happens. Where there's several different kinds of paints that you can use that you want to use a different cup of water for, and metallic's one of them. So whenever you're using a metallic paint, if you wash your brush out in a cup or a little tub of water, then you put your other paints in it. There's a chance that that kind of metallic
you don't want to cross the
stuff
streams.
will mess it up. Yeah. So here's my metallic.
Pull
paints.
it up just a bit.
So here's the ones that I've got. So basically, what we'll do is we'll use this as the primary.
Awesome.
And then we'll use this to highlight or to kind of bring in some shade, and then we'll use this for the very edges. What's going on?
Jake, let me know if you got the email. And so it begins.
Oh, no. You just gotta stop talking about it. The more you fight it, man.
You're right.
This is the internet.
We'll no longer be acknowledging the email. So, don't even bother. Alright.
I mean, unless you want it. That's your call. I'm not gonna tell you not to, but I will tell you.
Alright, gonna go to Gene. Wait, no, not acknowledging. Dirk will be honored. Oh, he sent me the Ballad of Dirk. This is a man I have no idea. I have no idea who it is.
He's basically the ship captain from Futurama. The dude with the blue.
Oh, Zach Brannigan.
Yeah.
Oh, my spirit animal.
Yep.
What's the alien's name in that? I'd love that.
I can't remember.
The two of them are so funny together.
Yep. They are.
Putting in my email. Not gonna say it again though, cause I want it to die. All right. Kiff. Thank you, Skull Trail. Kiff and Zach Brannigan.
That's right.
Oh, they're the best.
It's a good duo. I don't feel like this is shaking enough.
All right, let's see how many emails I have in this account.
You haven't checked this in a while?
No.
Perfect. There we go.
Alright, I am not interested in the Gmail app. Holy crud. We're looking at, okay, so it just says 99 plus on my primary. Social, I have 30 new. Promotions, I have 99 plus new.
Oh, Jake.
I don't think I got any new mail from anybody that's not Reddit.
Would you like to be outdone?
Oh yeah?
This is what every person who is a task-oriented individual can't look at my phone without cringing.
Yeah?
And I'll show you why.
I'm afraid.
You look at that number.
Mm-mm. No, no, no,
That,
no.
my friends, is committed years of not clearing useless emails.
No, 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 no.
I read all the important ones, and I look at all the ones that are, like, from people, but that's just a bunch of, like, Facebook updates.
You're an animal.
Yeah.
You're an animal.
And any place that I just had send me emails for reasons unknown. What on earth? Look at this. This is what happens when you don't touch a paint for forever. It's
wow.
It needs shaking so much.
We need like one of those, paints. The shakers.
Going Super Saiyan over here.
You guys can't see it, but he does now have
I'm in Kaioken.
golden locks.
Kaioken level 10. It's probably not a great sound for the mic.
I like it. It's
Hold on. There we go. Okay.
Wow! Wait, was that the same color?
Yeah, well, it was like bright red. You ever seen that? Yeah. So, just gotta mix all that crud up in there.
Man, chemistry. Is that right?
The actual.
I'm not a learned man. I try to be.
I don't need a lot, though. Okay. There we go. Alrighty. I'll move this so that it's in the camera. Which I zoomed my camera in, guys, because I felt like the last couple times...
A little too far out?
Yeah, I just looked over the stuff and I felt like, oh man, people gotta squint to see what I'm doing. So...
Oh yeah, because we put all the Cobalt videos on the interwebs.
Yeah, they're on YouTube. So they're all kind of going offline today. So like the last one is going to be gone after our stream's done today. So I downloaded all 3 of them before they were destroyed. And uploaded them to the tubes.
Yeah, so now you guys can watch those forever.
Yeah.
And I think that'll be fun, because we can go back and, down the line, and we can see, like...
Where we were.
Yeah, we could check out the kobolds.
Yeah.
By the way, they look really good.
They're fun, man. I still haven't had time to finish them off.
Yeah.
But I will.
But the main parts...
The main things are done. The last bits are just little stuff that needs doing, yeah.
Let's see. It's 7:39. I'm going to pull out this book.
Oh, yeah, do it.
All right. So, last time, I was in chat for a bit, and I told everyone I picked up a copy of this book. Xanathar?
I think it's just Xanathar's.
Xanathar's Guide to Everything. And I picked this bad boy up. It was What's up?
Skull Trail.
Skull Trail.
My brother-in-law.
Yeah?
His name's Eric. He beat me. Hold on.
By the maker.
Holy cannoli.
Buddy.
It's not right, Eric.
Oh, you're one to say that?
He's got over double mine.
Oh.
That's like you made that email when you were in middle school.
I feel gross. So many emails.
Eric, there are people dying in the world.
And you're doing this?
Starving.
All right. So here we are. There's a nice. Oh, it's like read along with. There's a nice little goldfish. Which I really like.
Well, that's Xanathar's thing, right?
Yeah, he likes goldfish.
Yeah. He's I think it's like beta fish. Have you never like
I've only played homebrew.
Okay. So you don't know the lore there. Gotcha.
I'm a dummy when it comes.
I don't know it soundly, but I know that he is basically a like crime boss.
Is he Waterdeep?
In Waterdeep. Yeah. So he shows up in some of the games and in some of the books.
Awesome.
From my understanding.
Well, the reason I picked this up is because I was really interested in the subclasses.
Dude, I'm right there with you, man.
So, I mean, maybe we'll go through... What are you playing right now? You're playing a fighter, right?
Yeah.
So, let's check out the fighter subclasses. Ah, yes, because this also has the one I'm super interested in. This is such a great-looking book.
Dude, they make great stuff. The 5th edition has been so fantastic. Just hats off to Chris Perkins... Not really him. I think it's more the...
Let's see. Lead designers.
Mike Merles.
Yeah, Mike Merles, Jeremy Crawford.
Yep.
Chris Perkins did do additional design, though.
Good.
So he's still on there. Matt Cernit.
Chris Perkins is the
DM.
He's the Papa DM.
Papa DM.
Papa Bless. That guy knows his stuff.
All right. Oh, see, this is really cool. So the fighter stuff, I really like this book, and I've only looked at it a little bit because I wanted to experience it first time with you guys. I really like this book, and it's really very similar to Volo's, where in the very beginning of the Volo's, it was almost like reading a National Geographic set in kind of the D&D world, you know?
That's cool.
And this is very similar, but for the classes. So, like, for the fighters, it gives you, like, a heraldic sign. And you can roll a d6, and it gives you a bunch of, like, you know, signs that you can put on your shields and your tabards and whatnot.
Yeah.
But then there's also the instructors, which is kind of cool. Some fighters are natural-born combatants who have a talent for surviving in battle. Others learn the basics of their combat prowess in their formative years from spending time in a military or some other martial organization, when they were taught by the leaders of the group. A third type of fighter comes from the ranks of those who received one-on-one instruction from an accomplished veteran of the craft. That instructor was, or perhaps still is, well-versed in a certain aspect of combat that relates to the student's background.
Okay.
So if you decide that you want to have an instructor, it gives you a d6 chart where you can roll. So you can have like a gladiator instructor, a military instructor, a city watch instructor, tribal warriors, street fighters, weapon masters.
What does that do for you?
I think it's just more background, you know, fluff, more character stuff.
There's no like features?
Let's see. Your instructor was a slave who fought for freedom in the arena, or one who willingly chose the gladiators. Nah, so I think it's just like, it's just little things. So you can say, well, I was taught by gladiators.
Oh.
So if you want to, like, and I think,
just more character stuff.
Yeah, and so it's really just,
I dig it.
you can have signature styles. So elegant, brutal, cunning, effortless, energetic, sinister. Again, these are just like really, they're just like character stuff.
Just flavor.
Yeah.
Just flavor. I love it.
And then it goes into the martial archetypes, and even they have, or actually no, these are the, I believe that these are the subclasses. Yeah. So like one of them is the arcane archer.
Ooh.
An arcane archer studies.
Are we still in the fighter here? What are we looking at?
Yeah, these are fighters.
Awesome.
An arcane archer studies a unique elven method of archery that weaves magic into attacks and produces supernatural effects. So yeah.
It's like the what do they call it? A blade singer, I think, or something like that.
Yeah, something like that. From what I'm really interested in. Oh wow, there's samurai.
Here we go.
Samurai. The samurai is a fighter who draws on an
Which a lot of people like to break that word up, but it's just really fun when you make it just one.
Samurai.
Yeah.
Samurai.
Yeah. Don't be racist though.
Yeah.
Careful.
Okay. The samurai is a fighter who draws on.
Go ahead.
No, okay. Just gotta center myself. Okay. Are they still trying to figure out my email?
See, you just called it out and you just gave it more life.
Gang, we're going over a book right now. It's book club time. Let's all take a breather. Bye, Ellen. Oh no. Is Ellen leaving? I don't know. Okay.
Or someone's leaving and saying bye to Ellen.
Oh yeah.
That happens and I get it confused all the time. But Ellen usually doesn't stick around the whole time. She's probably
Ellen
peacing out.
Whatever, Ellen. We get it. You too cool. Too cool for school. It's cool.
No, nothing but love.
Nothing but love. Bye, Ellen. Keep streaming. Okay, I'm going back to the samurai. Who draws on an... Okay. I don't know. Man, now we're back to this. Implacable? IMPLACABLE.
Yeah, I can't help you.
Alright, we're gonna just go past it. Fighting spirit to overcome enemies. A samurai's resolve is nearly unbreakable, and the enemies in a samurai's path have two choices: yield or die fighting.
Dang.
Samurai features. Bonus proficiency. When you choose this archetype at 3rd level, you gain proficiency in one of the following skills of your choice: history, insight, performance, or persuasion. Alternatively...
Easy.
persuasion. Alternatively, you learn one language of your choice. Oh, that's really cool. Let me see. Whoa. Okay, so samurai are almost like charisma fighters.
Ooh.
So like they have
paladins charisma fighters?
Yeah, but I think these guys don't really they're just more about like their honor and less about like a god.
Okay.
Starting at 7th level, your discipline and attention to detail allow you to excel in social situations. Whenever you make a charisma persuasion check, you gain a bonus to the check equal to your wisdom modifier. Your self-control also causes you to gain proficiency in wisdom saving throws. If you already have this proficiency, you instead gain proficiency in intelligence or charisma saving throws. Your choice. Cool. Strength before death. There's even... I'm just super excited.
A lot of cool stuff.
Oh, Ellen's not leaving. Ellen's sticking around. Alright. Oh, okay, but this is the one I'm super excited for. This is the Cavalier. The archetypal Cavalier excels at mounted combat. Usually born among the nobility and raised at court, a Cavalier is equally at home, leading a cavalry charge or exchanging repertory at a state dinner. Cavaliers also learn how to guard those in their charge from harm, often serving as the protectors of their superiors and the weak. Compelled to right wrongs or in prestige, many of these fighters leave their lives of comfort to embark on glorious adventure. These are like knights. Like, these are just, so a cavalier is a, or is it a chevalier? I think it might be the same thing.
I don't know, man. I got no clue.
Have I lost you?
No.
Oh, well. But they're like the knights.
I just know what happened last time. You couldn't pronounce something.
And then I'm still living that down to this day. Thanks, Cass. It's all because of you. But I want to see, okay, Born to Saddle. Starting at 3rd level, your mastery as a rider becomes apparent. You have an advantage on saving throws made to avoid falling off your mount. If you fall off your mount and descend no more than 10 feet, you can land on your feet if you're not incapacitated. Finally, mounting or dismounting a creature costs you only 5 feet of movement rather than half your speed. Okay, but I want to know...
Whoa, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Shoot. It's got to come with you, like, having a mount, I would assume.
Yeah. But I want to know if there's more to, like... Okay, yeah, here. Ferocious Charger. Starting at level 15, you can run down your foes whether you're mounted or not. If you move at least 10 feet in the straight line right before attacking a creature, you hit it with the attack. That target must succeed on a strength saving throw, DC 8 plus your proficiency bonus, plus your strength modifier, or be knocked prone. You can use this feature only once on each of your turns. So basically, you can just charge in the battle and knock whoever you're attacking prone.
That's cool.
While both Cavaliers and Samurai existed in the real world, our inspirations for both fighter archetypes are taken from popular culture, folktales, movies, and comic books, not from history. Our intent is to capture the cinematic heroic element of both archetypes in the game, rather than create an accurate historical representation of either one.
I dig it.
Yeah.
I mean, more often than not, what we love about those old school stuff is the romanticized.
Yeah. Being a knight was actually super lame. Because, like, you're only in combat maybe every couple years. Yeah. And other than that, you're basically just like an old landowner dude. And anybody, like, being a knight wasn't like some huge, like, well, it was an honorable thing, it's supposed to be, but, at the end of the day, you were still just a noble.
Mm-hmm.
Monks. I want to see what paladins got. Here we go. Oh, cool. So paladins, there's a personal goal table. So peace, revenge, duty, leadership, faith, and glory. Your oath is the vehicle. Okay, cool. You can do your symbols, your nemesis. That's kind of cool. A mighty orc war chief who threatens to overrun and destroy everything you hold sacred. A fiend or a celestial, the agent of a power of the outer planes who has been charged with corrupting or redeeming you as appropriate. Cool. A dragon whose servants dog your step. A high priest who sees you as a misguided fool, and wants you to abandon your religion. Oh my gosh. Excuse me, guys.
You drink of water?
Yeah, I have my water right here. Somewhere. Right here. Book time! Oh, hi Ken the Idleman. Welcome aboard. I don't think I've seen you in chat yet, but we're glad you're here. Okay.
I put a lot of gold on this guy. He's a king, right?
I like it.
I added gold to the horns. I thought that was kind of cool to separate them from the helmet. So I'll further define the difference between those when I get to the helmet itself.
I really like that cloak.
But with the gold kind of trim, that kind of adds.
He just looks very like looks especially the gold trim, especially on his little like kilt there, or I don't know if that's really a kilt. I
just call it like a tabard.
Yeah, it's like a tabard, isn't it? It looks really really nice.
Yeah, I dig it.
I'm really digging King Axel. Temptations, that's fun. I want to play Paladin. Man, I shouldn't be reading this because now I'm just gonna get all like, ooh, I'm gonna get all this like, guy.
Yeah, doughy-eyed over being a paladin.
Sacred Oaths. At 3rd level, a paladin gains the Sacred Oath feature. The following options are available to a paladin in addition to those offered in the player's handbook: the Oath of Conquest and the Oath of Redemption. The Oath of Conquest calls to paladins who seek glory in battle and the subjugation of their enemies. It isn't enough for these paladins to establish order. They must crush the forces of chaos, sometimes called Knights Tyrant or Ironmongers. Those who swear this oath gather into grim orders that serve gods or philosophies of war in well-ordered might. Okay, cool. So they're like more of a they're less of like a religious order and more of just like the god of combat. That's kind of cool. Oh yeah, hey Kim, welcome aboard. Yeah, we're just I'm glad you're digging the mini painting. You should check out the kobolds that are up on YouTube now. Is it still JTH?
That's Joshua the Hippie.
Joshua the Hippie.
YouTube.com/Joshua the Hippie. Yeah.
You'll find those there. Tons of D&D chat there too.
I like how I just I ranted, I tiraded,
and then you gotta get the
and then I have to plug it.
I mean, you're stuck with it now, man.
I am.
We're glad to have you here.
Yes, welcome.
If you have anything you want to add, just go ahead and put it in the chat. I'll comment on it. Me and Josh can have a little conversation with chat and see what's going on. Are you a D&D player yourself? Oath of Conquest.
Which, by the way, chat, if there's anything you guys ever want Jake and I to talk about, feel free to hit us up on Twitter. Yeah. Our Twitter accounts are right at the bottom of the screen there, on the stream stage. But yeah, like hit us up and tell us what you want us to talk about. We've got like a shared Google Doc where we kind of just drop anything we want to chat about on. So if you hit us up with something, we'll add it to the list.
Literally anything too. Like, I mean,
yeah, it doesn't have to be miniature painting or RPG related.
Yeah. I mean, obviously RPG related is cool. So, and I'm always down to hear more about RPG stuff.
Same.
Actually, I also have another book here. If we want to do some more reading time, and I'll let you guys be the judge of that. Talk about cheese. What's your favorite kind of cheese, Josh?
Well, we will take that into suggestion.
Oh, okay.
I'm just kidding. Talk about cheese? What are we going to talk about cheese about?
I don't know. What's your favorite kind of cheese, Josh?
String cheese. That's the only cheese I think I can eat without it having to be attached to something else.
With anything else?
Yeah.
I feel ya.
But, like, cheese is one of my top 3 food groups.
Yeah?
Meat, bread, cheese.
You're man after my own heart.
If a restaurant has any combination of either 2 or all 3 of those,
you're set.
I'm in. Yeah.
One of my favorite one of my favorite soups, I guess, is Panera's broccoli cheddar in a bread bowl. So that's my favorite cheese, broccoli cheddar.
Nice.
Is that really it works.
Sounds healthier than my choice.
Oh, it's not though, because it's still melted cheese and with little bits of broccoli to make you kind of feel better about yourself, and then it's in a bowl of literal bread. So it's like just carbs.
Dude.
Oh, here's Rangers. Ugh, I want to play everything. I'm gonna make one of everything, and I'm just gonna run my own game.
Yep. Sit by yourself in your room for 4 hours, just.
That's how I plan stuff when I DM. I run it for myself, and usually it works because you can kind of get an idea if a character can take something.
How things are gonna go down.
Oh, okay. There is a the other subclass that I was really interested in And I think it's in the Warlocks. Yes, the Hexblade. You have made your pact with a mysterious entity from the Shadowfell, a force that manifests in sentient magic weapons carved from the stuff of shadow. The mighty sword Black Razor is the most notable of these weapons, which have been spread across the multiverse over the ages. The shadowy forces behind these weapons can offer powers to warlocks who form pacts with it. Many Hexblade warlocks create weapons that emulate those formed in the Shadowfell. Others forego such arms, content to weaving the dark magic of their plane into their spellcasting. Because the Raven Queen is known to have forged the first of these weapons, many sages speculate that she and the Force are one, and that the weapons, along with the Hexblade warlocks, are tools she uses to manipulate events on the material plane to her instructable ends.
Mm.
So what they get is that you played Skyrim, right?
Oh yeah.
They're basically like a conjuration, like warrior.
Okay.
So they can conjure up their swords and their shields and that kind of stuff, and they can make their own weapons out of like shadow power.
Okay. I dig that.
The art is really good. Ugh.
This isn't sponsored. We just really like this stuff.
No, not. I mean, this is just a brand new book that I picked up for cheap, and I wanted to read about it.
So you know our love of this stuff is authentic.
So the other book I brought, and this is kind of for Josh, but I figured we can talk about it on stream, and it's actually related to what we're doing right now. It's called Frostgrave. And I don't know if any of you guys have heard about Frostgrave before, but it's actually it's a war games, it's a fantasy war games book. And war games are kind of like what medieval 40K and that kind of, or not space or Warhammer 40K.
Yeah.
And that kind of stuff, where it's tabletop war games. And this one is a skirmish game, which means small scale. And you play with miniatures on your table, and you have like 10 in a party. But I think it looks pretty cool. I personally have never played anything like that before. I've never been a war gamer.
Mm-hmm.
Have you?
Me? No. I strictly avoided it because I know with my addictive personality,
right,
it would not take long for me to get sucked in.
To own, like, yeah. See, well, that's kind of why I was afraid. So, there's this place called Gauntlet Games where we live, which is our friendly local game store.
Mm-hmm.
And I was talking to the guy who runs the place. This is actually right when I bought this. And I was telling him, yeah, miniature gaming, war gaming is something I've always wanted to get into. But I've just never really, never had the time or the, I guess the minis to actually get into it.
Mm-hmm.
And I never wanted to spend, $30.
Yeah.
On a pack of 3 Space Marines,
Yeah.
But so
even then, that's not even an army. You're
exactly.
Yeah.
You're so far from it. But then he told me about this game, Frostgrave, and he said that it is a small scale, more personal game. So you start with your wizard, and there's a bunch of different wizard types. So chronomancers, which are time wizards, elementalists, which are fireballs and that kind of stuff, enchanters, illusionists, necromancers, sigillists, soothsayers, summoners, invokers, and witches.
Right on.
And you create your wizard, and your wizard is like a personal character. Excuse me, again. Your wizard is like a personal character. And so that is going to be your main character.
Mm-hmm.
And they have stats and stuff. And then around your wizard, you build your warband. And your warband is built up of usually an apprentice, which is a lower level mage, and up to 8 other creatures or units. And so at the end of the day, you're only using 10 minis, and that's even excessive. Usually your warband is only going to be probably 6 people.
Okay. 6 figures.
Yeah, six,
Yeah.
just 6 figures.
Yeah.
But there's a bunch of different classes and that kind of stuff. But the reason that I'm really interested in this book is because you don't need to buy special minis.
You can use any mini.
You can buy like those Bones miniatures for like $2. Mr. Heath, this game is called Frostgrave. It's by Osprey Publishing. They're a UK company. There's a couple expansion packs, and I think they just released a full-fledged secondary game set in the same universe, but it's more like a jungle theme. This is like a winter theme. But I thought this would be kind of cool to look at, just because it kind of like I think it's a real simple intro to wargaming, and I don't want to
just read the rules.
Stone. Right, but I think it'd be kind of a cool thing to like even try sometime.
Oh yeah.
And so I don't personally own this book. This was actually a sample copy loaned to me by my gaming store to kind of look over and read through.
Which is pretty rad. You're not going to get that from a Hobby Lobby. They're not going to go,
it's so awesome.
Take this book. I trust you. No worries.
Well, not just this book, which is worth, this is a $25 book. But once you have this, you got everything. They gave me this, and then they also gave me 2 expansion packs to read through.
Wow.
So, like, they
just want people to be playing more
exactly.
games.
That's what they care about. It's such an awesome place.
Yeah, that's cool. Love that.
Happy says I don't know why, but it drives me nuts when Josh barely dips his brush in the paint. I want him to smother his brush in paint so bad. Well, but that's wasteful.
It's not how you're supposed to paint, Happy.
You don't want it just to be like, because then it gets globby, and then you're gonna lose the detail.
You're also wasting half your paint on your brush.
Skull Trail says that's why Josh is painting and not you. Ooh. Happy says I'd smother it.
No, you know what? I talked to a guy on Twitter who's a really good painter. I think I talked about him when Kels and I were hanging out. I was painting the Bakir. But I asked him for just some advice, and one of the things he said was not to let the paint get all the way to the end of your brush.
End?
Yeah. And what happens is the paint just stays there.
It just dries?
It's never used on anything, so it just dries, and then what it ends up doing is it gets all crusty, and it gets into your actual paint, and so you start painting chunks of paint.
Probably also ruins that brush, right?
Yeah. No, if you really want to see me coat paint, you should go watch the Bahir painting, because I think I used this to paint primer on. And that's where you're just going, just like dousing it. Now, I'm getting to the point where I think I have to start considering the beard, the horns, the shield, and the axe now. Because
awesome.
I feel like I feel like I'm mostly done with the rest of this stuff for the most part. I may do some more tweaking, but it would be after the fact. So I'm gonna.
They want you to finger paint.
That's why this is my stream.
This is why it's mine.
And not theirs.
Look at me, I am the captain.
I'm not finger painting miniatures over here. I'm taking the hobby that I enjoy and I'm streaming it.
It's your little like.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it would be the worst painting in the world. Did we say he was gonna have a gray beard? I can't remember.
I think so we were thinking gray, but with like orange fringes.
Oh yeah. Okay.
He's like old and distinguished, but at the same time, he still has that fire left in him.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and put like a prime coat on all this stuff, so I can have something to work off of. Whoop! I just hit the camera with my head. We cool?
Yep.
So I'm just gonna do like a gray base on all this stuff, and then I'll paint on top of that.
Ugh.
I went and saw Justice League.
Yeah?
Yeah.
No, good, bad.
I give it a C+.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That's better than some people are giving it.
Yeah. And my reasoning is that the characters are fun. You know what I mean? So like I'm a very charitable judge with that stuff. I'm not gonna be like a super duper harsh critic. I think it's a fun ride. That's pretty much it. Like here's the deal. Nothing's ever at stake in that movie.
Yeah.
I'm never worried about the world or people or lives. Like, it just, there's no, and this is the way that I felt the last couple, like, DC superhero movies, is the boss battle is against a creature that I don't even know how to feel about.
Right.
I don't really understand why they're here. And the thing that they're trying to do is so ambiguous that I don't really care about it. Like, you know what I mean? There's no... And the things that they try and make you feel like are at stake, it's so obvious that they're not.
It's just,
you know what I mean? Like, you're not going to kill this little girl. You know what I mean? Like, so I'm not worried about it. And it just, there's nothing really there. Like, it's sad, but it's fun. And I think the actors did a really good job. I thought they had some good chemistry.
Yeah.
That was the best parts of the movie for me, were when they were interacting with each other.
Well, it's Jason Momoa, right, as Aquaman, and
she's awesome.
And then Gal Gadot as Wonder Woman.
Yeah, but I feel bad because I think Zack Snyder kind of messed with Wonder Woman a little bit.
Yeah?
Yeah, just like, I thought the Wonder Woman movie, Kelsey can speak to this more, but the Wonder Woman movie did such a good job portraying her as just
my name.
There she is.
Fee, fi, fo, fum. It's me, the male woman. Here I come.
That's the song,
That's
everybody.
the song.
That's the song.
That was a joke off of your "I heard my name" comment. No? Nobody? Just me? Okay.
I smell man flesh.
I smell man flesh.
Oh, jeez. Take a seat. Fine.
I was just talking about how Zack Snyder kind of messed with Wonder Woman.
Zack Snyder messed with Wonder Woman. Here's the problem. Okay, so yeah, sure. Wonder Woman's clothes are still tight.
They were in the Wonder Woman movie.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, origin story type.
Oh, speaking of that, do you know, like, what Wonder Woman's original fatal flaw was?
No.
Okay, talk about this, and then I'll talk about it.
Okay. So, it's all about the...
Directing.
Can I talk about it?
Yeah, you go ahead. You seemed like you were stuck for a minute, so I want to... As a white male...
As a white male, please tell me what's wrong with Zack Snyder's direction. No, it's all about direction and camera shots and camera angles. So if you compare Wonder Woman, I watched Wonder Woman and Thor Ragnarok in the same day and saw Thor Ragnarok first and was like, okay, well, there's some cool female, like, super powerful girls in this movie, but, like, I don't really feel empowered. And then I watched Wonder Woman and I was like, oh, here's the catch. So when you're a superwoman in a Marvel movie, you wear super tight clothes, and then they take shots of you, like, gyrating with a super large cannon by your, like, private parts, like, super sexual. Whereas you're Wonder Woman and you're, like, running across no man's land and it's, like, slow motion, but it doesn't seem sexual because the director's Patty Jenkins. Anyway. So then Zack Snyder / whoever took over Justice
Photography,
League. Yeah. Comes in.
Snyder Jack?
Yeah.
As he took over?
Yeah. Is that who
Was
took
that funny?
over? No.
Is that a funny joke?
Sure.
Everyone's laughing.
I didn't get it.
They're all laughing. Look, all the laughing.
Oh, look at them!
So they come in, and it is not, like, the costume designer is obviously not the person that Patty Jenkins had, because it's like, now they're wearing, like, leather underwear, basically.
You don't wear leather underwear? Josh?
No.
Well,
Am I alone in that?
only for certain
Only
days.
on...
Christmas.
Well, fine.
My birthday.
Anyway, all I gotta say is there is a better
Cass.
way to represent women, and I think we can all agree that Gal Gadot still looked fine, like capital F.
No.
She could literally be wearing a trash bag.
There was
know,
literally a moment in Justice League where Batman and I think the Flash, or the lightning bolt dude, were walking down like a hangar thing. They were walking down to the ground, and the shot was framed with just Gal Gadot's butt taking up like a quarter of the frame in tight leather pants.
Yeah,
While the
it's
other guys-
all about camera shots.
It's
and
just
camera
like
angles.
that was unnecessary. Like, it's just to show off leather butt. You know what I mean? That was the only reason for it to be there. It had nothing.
Yeah. They're saying Brenna values for the win. Well, Cass said that. And
Yeah.
Eric, my brother-in-law, just said that in real life, Brenna's values are food and naps. Meaning his dog, who my character's named after.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. But in real life, my values are food and naps as well.
That's incredible.
So.
Method acting.
Method acting.
Okay,
Is right.
so here
Okay.
is
Hit me with it.
Wonder Woman was
Yeah.
originally created by a man
Yeah.
whose name I can't remember.
Okay.
But
Sounds interesting.
she was created in the early ages.
I'm really worried that I know what you're gonna say.
Yeah.
It's the once a month.
No.
Oh, good. Okay.
Um.
I just thought in my head, what would be the worst thing?
Well.
What would be the most like? You know what I
We
mean?
overcome a lot more than that as women. Thank you very much.
No, but this is. But
No,
this
I mean,
is
what would be
actually-
the most like
What would be
chauvinistic?
yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah,
it's
yeah,
actually a lot worse.
Great, Cam.
So the creator of Wonder Woman actually wanted to come out and make a very empowered female character, which he did. But he was also a dude in like the 40s, I believe, or the 50s. And so, of course, he made her like rising up against the machine, you know, against the male patriarchy. And so he made Wonder Woman's one like kryptonite, her like one weakness being you know,
Bound.
tied up, bound by a man. So if Wonder Woman is ever tied up or put in handcuffs or anything like that by a man, she loses all of her powers. If a woman does it, she's cool. If it's a dude, she loses everything. It's incredible. And for the I think in the 80s, they started getting like rid of all that, thank God, because it was so unnecessary. But like, could you imagine if that was still a thing today? If Wonder Woman's only weakness was, you know, if she's bound by a man, it's game over.
I would have walked out.
So that is the original Wonder Woman weakness, and I think her new one is being like tied up in general, which I think is still a little like, but
Patty Jenkins will make it better.
Patty Jenkins will fix it. We'll just throw
She
some
doing another movie or something?
I'm sure they'll do a Wonder Woman too.
well, because it's the only DC movie that's
But
made
like,
any
it's
money.
like
but
huge.
it kind of hit me a little bit when we walked out of the, because we watched Wonder Woman and I thought, hey, this is a good movie. You know what I mean? Like it didn't like rewrite the book on superhero movies for me. Like I just thought it was
You're a white male.
it's another superhero movie. So we walk out of there and I thought that's the best DC superhero movie they've made. You know what I mean? Like not the best superhero movie ever made. Best DC movie
Probably
ever
the best since like Arkham.
Yeah, since the Dark Knight series.
Oh.
Yeah, and but then Kelsey's like, man, this is what you feel like after every superhero movie. Like she just was like, I've never felt this way. I've never felt like I was watching a movie where I could put myself in the hero's shoes.
Yeah.
And after the fact, I remember thinking back over the movie and realizing, oh wow. She's right. Like this is the first
Representation is huge.
really female empowering superhero movie that we've had.
Yeah.
So
that's why I really want them to make a brick wall superhero movie. I don't know if you knew this, but there's actually a Marvel superhero named Brick Wall, and his only superpower is the ability to be a brick wall. Don't laugh. He's the coolest Marvel superhero ever. And they really should just make a movie about him and his exploits as a brick wall, because that's how I feel. And I wish I could. I've never been able to relate to a superhero because they move and do things that aren't brick wall.
So he really gets you, Kelsey.
Yeah. So right now I'm still waiting for my day. Brick wall.
For representation.
Super.
That's fair.
Check it out, Kelsey. You're laughing at me.
I'm not laughing. I mean, I am laughing at you, but
I
I'm
mean,
also not.
Joshua Waldemeier.
Walt.
That's his name.
Of course,
Wow.
his name's Joshua.
Oh goodness.
That makes sense.
Wow.
Check it out, chat.
He's a brick. Da 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 da. House. Da da da.
Joshua Waldemeier, the brick wall. So, no, actually his alias is The Wall. While happily working at his part-time job one day, laying bricks and pouring cement, Joshua Waldemar was caught in a sudden explosion. The blast sent one of the walls Joshua had been working on tumbling down on top of him. Instead of crushing Joshua, the accident binds him with the bricks, creating a living wall.
And then he ran, and the deer ran.
And the deer ran. And he ran with the deer. Soon after his accident, Joshua finds himself wreaking havoc, stumbling into a New York Mets game, interfering with the players and manipulating the umpires, and ultimately knocking out an ump. Spider-Man, who just happened to be at the game, taking it in on an off day, steps in to save the day. So he's actually an evil guy. But, an evil brick wall.
Sounds right up your alley.
Yeah. Ooh, it's the wall, everybody! Run away!
It's the villainous
like,
wall.
I'm evil.
Jake's just sitting there eating his popcorn going, yeah.
Oh, man, I've never felt so portrayed.
The brick character's first name should have been Mortimer.
Mortimer Waldemar?
That's pretty good.
That was good. Anyway, hi chat. I didn't say hey before I started into my feminist rant.
The brick wall.
And it started as my feminist rant, but you...
I picked this up.
I took it.
Check it out.
Ooh. Xanathar.
There's some druid stuff, I think. So.
Ooh, there is. Well, I might never play that character again, so.
Dang. Oh. I think Josiah was in chat. Chester, the court jester. That kind of sounds like him, right?
That sounds very much like him. When you get a chance, he made a video for you.
No, he didn't.
Yeah, it's in the group chat.
What do you mean? You made a video?
He made a video like it's your funeral.
Why is it my funeral?
I think he misses you or something. I'm not sure. He just kind of left it and didn't comment on it. So.
Was this today?
Yep. Like while you were up here, he sent it. It's Enya in the background.
Yes. Who can say with
This is awesome, guys. Oh, they have beast shapes. Like written out for you. That's awesome.
I can't watch it right now.
What do you mean?
Like for wild shape for druids, they like have all the different beasts in different circles.
That's cool.
Also, it gives their biome.
Yeah, their biome, and it's just an easier way to figure out like which characters you can, like which shapes you can turn into, and instead of having to like, oh, I wonder if I could be a velociraptor, and then looking it up, which I've done, so that's fine.
You know what superhero you'd be?
I am cool.
Captain Hindsight. Do you know who that is?
No.
His only superpower is the ability to go, well, in hindsight, after things go bad. It's a real superhero. Real Marvel superhero.
What are you saying about me?
That you're really good at hindsight.
But I have no foresight?
I don't know.
His only superpower is he goes, well...
Hiding.
That's
not what I was saying.
We'll talk later.
If that's how you want to
talk
interpret
later.
it. Look at this guy. Did Josh paint him?
No, that's Mr. Happy.
I like it.
Guys want to know a little bit about my childhood?
Yeah.
We went to sticker on his butt. This is Mr. Happy, everybody.
Remember that show?
Yep.
So, do you remember like the Mr. Me or whatever?
There was all the different the early emoji dudes.
Yeah, so
but better than the emojis.
This is from when I was like maybe 4 years old. It's that old. I've had it for that long. It's like the one little toy thing that I've
You've had it for 4 years old?
Since I was 4 years old.
Since you were 4 years old.
Since I was 4 years old. Anyway, so we went to this like book reading thing where like you could pick a book out
Book
from
fair.
Yeah, it was like a book fair at my school.
Yeah.
When I was a little tiny.
A tot.
I was a youngling and
A youngling.
and we're looking through all the books and stuff, and everybody's like Curious George or all these other like classic kids books, and I find this one book with Mr. Happy. It's Mr. Happy's book, and I picked it out and I said, Mom, this is the only book I want. I don't want any other book. I already know that this is my favorite book. And this is before emojis, guys. Can I have a look at that again?
Yeah.
This is before cell phones were a thing. Before cell phones existed.
There was Mr. Happy.
Mr. Happy. Before emojis. Alright? So, like, and I picked it out because I felt like I related to him.
Because you're a giant smiling son of joy and happiness.
I am Mr. Happy, and at least that's what my mom tells me. So she got a kick out of it, of course, and then got
as
then
moms do.
I got the little doll that went along with the book. But yeah, I just found him in like our storage a little while ago and put him up on my shelf.
What time are we going to tonight?
9?
9? Cool.
Where are we at?
8:22.
Okay.
I'm leaving.
What?
Thanks, gals.
Yeah.
Love
You
you.
can take that with you if you want.
No, I don't need distractions right now.
Oh, okay.
All the things need to happen. So.
Hold on.
So I'm gonna work on this shiny axe, or this glowing heated axe.
I'm excited for the axe.
So we're
Bye,
gonna.
Kelsey. Everyone's saying bye. Back in the seat.
Welcome back, Jake.
Thank you.
Do you have a childhood cartoon
Um.
that you felt like most related to you?
Yeah. I was always really into Dragon Tales.
Ooh,
Yeah.
that's a precursor for like what your hobbies would be
Yeah.
growing up.
Dragon's Tales was always really awesome to me.
I don't remember Dragon's Tales. I think it might have been a little after my time too. But
It was the basically the idea is it's these like two kids, and they, I think it's books. They would find a book or gosh, I'm having a really hard time. Like I remember the characters, but I have a really hard time trying to remember like how they all like fit together.
Mhm.
Dragon Tales, they would go and like to this magical dragon world and hang out with these dragons, and like it was super cool. Magic scale, thank you, Ellen. They had a magic scale that they would use, and the scale would take them to the dragon world, and they would hang out, and there was all these really kooky dragons. Awesome show. They would fly around, which was really cool. Another show, Bear in the Big Blue House, was like my jam.
Okay. Right
And
on.
but then there was also the show about the lions at the library.
Oh, with the puppets.
Yes.
I know what you're talking about, but I don't remember it. Yeah.
Chat, do you know what I'm talking about? The lions at the library.
I know what you're talking about.
Lion's Tail. No, is it Lion's Tail?
Dude, I don't know.
Might be something similar. But my favorite bit from that, Between the Lions.
Yes.
Thank you, Ellen. I knew it was a punny name. My favorite thing about
I never got it before I get it
Between the Lions.
now. Yeah. Gotta
was,
read Between the Lions.
Between the Lions was the cliffhanger segment. And it was like, on this week, cliffhanger is hanging on, and they would do like it was.
Oh, he was like a character.
Yeah. So like it would go into a book, and cliffhanger, like it would go into a segment about him, and cliffhanger always left the audience on a cliffhanger.
Yeah.
But you always had to find out if he was going to get off the cliff, because he's hanging onto the cliff this entire time. And then at the end it goes, and next time, find out if cliffhanger hangs on. And then it shuts the book and you go, oh, I'm never going to find out. And so cliffhanger
Sounds wonderful.
was awesome.
Yeah.
Bear in the Big Blue House. I love that show except for one. Wait, he finally got off the cliff? Cliffhanger finally.
Don't play, guys.
Are you telling me? Are you telling me that cliffhanger, the cliffhanger, finally got off the cliff? Josh, this is big.
Don't play, stream.
Don't play, Mr. Heath. Oh gosh, if that's true, my childhood is complete. Bear in the Big Blue House. Back to that. Ended up on a desert island.
What a cliffhanger.
What a cliffhanger. Did they have to change his name to like
I think it still fits.
Desert Stuck?
Desert Storm.
Desert Stuck. Desert Storm. That was the end of the series. Well, rip in peace, cliffhanger. I hope that you one day found your way off that deserted island and back onto the cliff.
Is that a thing?
Yeah.
Do people say rip in peace?
Rip in peace, man. R.I.P. in peace. Nobody says that. Nobody should say that, at least. Desert Stuck. I like it. But it's something...
That's not a thing the youths are saying.
No. That's something I'm saying.
Rip in peace. Okay.
Rip in peace.
I can accept that.
Double piece. Rip in pieces.
Reese's Pieces.
Reese's Pieces. But Bear in the Big Blue House, back to that, because it's on my mind. There was a segment on that show where Bear would talk to somebody called Shadow. And Shadow was like...
The dog from Homeward Bound.
No, Josh?
Peter.
Shadow was like the bear's shadow. And she was like this really sassy, like, woman, and she scared the brains out of me. Every time she came on, I was terrified, because, like, I don't want my shadow talking to me. How creepy would that be? Very creepy.
Pretty creepy, yeah.
I don't know why I say we, because me and Jake, Cass is just cool. I'm going to go ahead and say you probably are cooler than me, Cass. But that's not very hard. If you're cooler than me, you're like at level 2 of the cool scale. And it's like out of 100. So...
There's room to grow.
Yeah, like, open up your wings and fly far away from the Jake cool platform. I'm just a jumping off point, okay? Jake, thank you, Cass. Well, Jake, you're at least a solid 4. Ellen, I'll take it.
Wow.
A 4? Man. A man can only dream of being a 4.
Sure.
Josh is at least a 20. And if I'm a 4, that makes me a man among cool people.
Well put.
Can you guys tell that it's late? Man, the king is really coming out cool.
I hope so. This blast of color from the axe should be kind of fun.
Yeah.
Hopefully. I might be kicking it on a little too much. Probably gonna come back with a more dry brush and try and get some of that. I need to thin it out.
Oh, hey, Happy, what's up?
Happy!
You've been in there for a while, but I didn't give you a shout out.
Aye!
Aye! Yeah, so there it is. I like Happy because I can pronounce his name.
It's pretty easy.
Even
his real name is easier to pronounce.
Is it
Miles?
Miles? Oh, yeah. 10 out of 10 on the name pronunciation chart.
Nice.
You should, I'm gonna go ahead and, Miles is the worst. Ellen, let's be cool. Melia, got it again. Yeah, Mr. Heath said the metallic paint made a big difference, and it did. It looks really nice.
Good.
3 times. That's all I got. That's it though. Never again. Because 3 times lucky, you know?
Yeah. 3 times a lady.
You haven't been in our group chat, Jake. I have not, Ellen. But like, I'm not gonna go off past history. You guys could, you know, what I care about is the here and now. The here and now.
Living in the present.
The boy can't read. Yes, he can. He can read.
Are you the boy?
Oh. Well, reading's tough. Oh my gosh, my throat. I can sing. Get in there. We're close. The female man is coming. Ooh, is this calendar correct? Check it out.
Oh, yeah, I think Kelsey tweaked it.
A+. How was your Thanksgiving?
You talking to me?
Yeah.
Oh, it was great.
Great.
Yeah, we ate lots of food.
Oh,
Hung out with fam.
we just did.
I got to hang out with some Rwandan students.
Yeah?
Yeah, that was kind of cool.
My mom used to be a social services worker.
For a second, I thought you were going to say, my mom used to be a Rwandan
My
student.
mom used to be a Rwandan student.
Fun story.
But she used to be a social services worker, and she would work with a bunch of refugees and that kind of stuff.
Well, I don't think these are refugees.
Yeah, probably not.
These are students
yeah.
that are sent to be part of the agricultural school here in
Yeah.
Lincoln.
But even then, they're real cool. Well, can't really, but like I've met a few. You know what?
It's just so easy for you to dig yourself into a hole.
It's amazing, isn't it? It's really amazing.
I can see your thought patterns. Like you're going, oh yeah, I knew some Rwandan students. All of them are. Well, you can't say all of them because then you're grouping them. Even though it was going to be positive, you have to back up.
Look, I'm sick. Hot water. Oh gosh.
No, it was fun.
Moral of the story is be nice to your neighbors.
Oh man. What you say?
Hey.
What you only meant was...
Ellen says, when I was 10, my doc prescribed me honey, lemon, and whiskey.
Okay.
That is Jake's superpower, digging himself into a hole, lad. I added the lad part.
Okay.
Because I don't think I get to be a man. I think I'm a lad. You know?
You can be a man.
Well, I think digging himself into a hole, lad, is like, you know, because that's where he starts. He starts as and then he grows into ability to dig himself out of whole man. So it's the progression of things. He goes from sidekick to his own franchise.
Okay.
Wow. I'm surprised I didn't like somehow. Okay. Look, chat. I want you all to know that I love you all dearly. Jake, please take a nap. Cass, after this, I'm studying. But I'll probably fall asleep while studying. So I'm sure I'll take a nap at some point tonight. Or maybe I'll just... I'll figure it out.
He'll figure it out.
Wow, that axe looks really cool.
It's getting there, man. We'll see. I'm not particularly satisfied with it just yet. Personally. I'm kind of holding myself to high expectations here. And I'm just not happy with the consistency of my paint right now. It feels very thick. So I feel like I'm just caking it on and I'm just losing detail. So there's a balance here. But I want it to look like the center of it is what's glowing and it's kind of coming outwards from the center of the axe. Maybe it looks better on the screen than it does in my hand right now. So this brush, I think, is getting entirely way too much paint on it. I need to get a smaller brush, perhaps. Let's see how this does. What are we looking at time-wise?
Oh, you're at 8:36.
Okay, I'm going to finish the axe before we're done today. I also am in desperate need of new mini brushes. These ones they got a shelf life.
Roly-poly.
Oh, you know Roly-Poly?
Yes. Oh my gosh.
He's small and short and round.
What a blast from the past.
In the land of swirls and twirls, he's the swellest kid around.
Holy crud.
So I've heard.
No, Cass or Ellen, I think you are not alone and thinking that he was a bit creepy. I have one of those episodes distinctly like branded in my brain.
Interesting.
But it's not enough to actually like tell you about the plot or anything. It's almost just like the shapes and the movement and stuff of it really creeped me out, I think. And I wish I could like even like I wish I could vocalize because if I close my eyes and like I'm being dead serious, I can almost like visualize like this scene from that show, but I can't actually like tell you anything about it. It's like I'm gonna go home and watch some YouTube samples of that show just to see the flood. Oh, that sounds familiar. There was also this show on very similar, but they were about wooden toys, and they were like a wooden toy family, and it was very similar, like Lincoln Logs.
That's what they were called?
I think it was something about Lincoln Logs.
Weird. It's kind of weird.
Lincoln Logs show. Was that not a thing? Am I making up like children's shows in my head?
Maybe.
Roly Poly Oly is cryptid. It is cryptid. It's like Illuminati work. They put it together for Little Blue Ivy. I can't quite. Yeah, it's weird. It's like I have it in my head, but I honestly can't just explain what it is. Robots.
It's a little roly poly oly boy.
Yeah, but what's that?
Who, he's small and I think Squirt.
Squirt? Was that his name?
No, the song. I think they say he's small and something and round.
And Squirt.
I don't know.
Oh. No, Cass, I haven't read the creepypasta. Creepypastas
Creepy.
creep me out, yeah. The last creepypasta I read was Slender Man, and that was in middle school, and I was not cool with
Slender Man that old?
Yeah, man. Slender Man was like, or it might have been early high school, but I remember kind of being freaked out by Slender Man. I was not cool with it. Especially like the doctored photos and stuff they would put up with it. They would be like, I don't really wanna. I don't want that in my brain.
It's valid.
Oh,
it's hard. I'm gonna move to the other side. I gotta let the paint dry and come back with a second coat. I think that's the mistake I'm making. I'm trying to get to the final color.
Wait, Ellen, Doki Doki Literature Club? Is that what you're talking about? Cass? If it's Doki Doki Literature Club, I know exactly what you're talking about. And no spoilers, but that game was amazing. Amazing. I loved every moment of it. Oh my gosh. It was the craziest thing I think I've ever done in my entire life.
I'm confused.
Okay, so it's this game. And you know those like Japanese like dating games?
Nope.
Okay. Well, Josh obviously isn't cultured. But
this is nothing new.
So basically they're like these like text adventure games where it's like just like a dating sim. And they're really super generic sometimes.
Okay.
But this one has a really crazy twist. That is probably one of the scariest things. Probably one of the scariest games I think I've played in a really long time. And the best part about it is that it's not a horror game, or at least it doesn't market itself as one.
Okay.
But it gets crazy. Like you go down crazy town and ugh.
Interesting.
The end was traumatic to an extent. Ellen, I'm glad you brought that game up. It was awesome. Whew. Now that I'm thinking about it, like, I think I want to play with some friends so they can experience the magic. Josh,
what's it called?
Doki Doki Literature Club. I don't know if that's something we would stream. Probably not.
Little sketch?
It's not really sketch. It's just like a bit much. It's also like a 30-hour game. And I don't think that's really something like... It's not 30 hours, but it's like long.
Yeah.
Oh, Ellen streamed it for fun. Well, that's the thing, right? It's like when we wouldn't even have enough time to like stream because we're busy folks. But then also like we want to paint minis, so very true. 30, it's like 5. You know what, Ellen? Don't get your numbers out of here. Numbers, no, who needs numbers? I think 30 is basically the same as 5. That being said, I'm not very good at math.
Did you say it's only 5 hours of gameplay?
Yeah. But I took my time on that game because I actually thought it was going to be like... My friend sent it to me super anonymous, super, what's the word I'm looking for?
Like nondescript? Like
yeah, just like, hey, check this out. I know it's not really your thing, but you might enjoy it. And you know what? It kind of was my thing. Sometimes I really like... this is probably... None of you guys are going to know what this is. Hope maybe you will. There's this game called Harvest Moon, which is like it's a Nintendo game, but it's like a farming sim, and it's like it was my childhood, and he said it was kind of similar. It wasn't. But I tried the game out, and I don't know how I got here.
So he like tricked you into it.
Yeah. Thanks, Ethan. But yeah, it was weird. Not what I was expecting.
Right on, man. I'll look it up. I'm not gonna say I'll play it. But
yeah, don't play it. Honestly, like just read the twist.
Get on Wiki.
Yeah, because well, maybe not. Happy says no. I want more people to play it so I can watch. Why would you, Ellen? So was I, kinda, actually. Like, it was a lot darker than I...
Oh, man. You want to talk about one of the freakiest moments in video games I've ever had? Assassin's Creed 2, I think.
Okay.
Assassin's Creed 2. Ezio. The end of the game. This is an old enough game. If you haven't played it.
Yeah.
Yeah, spoilers, whatever. At the end of the game, you meet the original, creators of the Earth and stuff. These, alien people.
Right.
And she's, floating there in, this,
Juno,
projected image.
Yeah.
Talking to the character that you play. Then, all of a sudden, she stops talking to the character that's sitting right there in front of the screen, and she turns her attention to the screen itself. So I'm sitting in my apartment. This is back when I lived just with a buddy of mine. And he was out. So I'm in the apartment by myself, pitch black, it's midnight, and she stares directly at me and starts talking to me as if I'm playing the game. Saying she's aware that I am not this character, totally breaking the fourth wall. But the twist is, she's not breaking the fourth wall. She's talking to Desmond.
Right.
Who is reliving. Yeah. Right. So for a minute, I'm sitting there, and it's late enough, you know what I mean? And I'm crazy enough that I'm looking around going she's looking at me my heart starts pounding, and I'm this is a little too real. I don't know how I feel about this.
There was a great Solid Snake game where something like that happened, where one of the bosses, it would read your memory card for the date and time and other games you've played, and it would comment on it. So, and then, at certain points, it would make your controller stop working, so you would have to run over to your controller port, take it out and plug it into like a secondary controller port.
I've heard about this.
It was
Yeah.
incredible. My cousin played that game, and I was with him alone in my grandma's basement when he got to that part.
That is
And we
freaky.
both knew it was coming, but it still scared the crap out of us. Ellen, if you want to watch somebody, if you really want to watch somebody go through the torture of Doki Doki Literature Club, Jesse Cox is a YouTuber, and he did a great full series with his his teammate, not teammate, with his friend Dodger, and the two of them are so funny together. Yes, Ellen saw that one because she does like, oh, good night, Happy.
Peace out, buddy.
Yes, Gold Trail knows who I'm talking about. Jesse Cox is amazing. But Dodger does these hilarious voices throughout the entire thing, and then as the thing goes on, she just drops him because it gets so scary. Such a good. Yes, the Russian accent. It was hilarious. Ken says the axe is looking good, and I agree.
Good. I'm glad.
That's, it looks like molten. It's really cool.
Yeah, like it's been heated up.
Yeah.
I hope so. I still am getting really frustrated with myself on it, so I'm glad you guys think it looks good. It's kind of driving me crazy right now. Sarks, I'm trying to wet blend, but I also am trying to keep it from being too thick. I'm having a really hard time balancing the two. I'm not a great wet blender. It's never really been my jam. I'm also trying to make it even on both sides as best I can. I think we're getting there. On this side at least.
I really like that gold. I think the gold was the right way to go.
Good.
It makes him look really regal. It's fun.
Good. That's Gouda.
The Russian accent. Oh, now I'm thinking about it. Do you guys ever do a dual stream of you both painting? Well, here's the dirty little secret. I'm not really a painter. It's something that I want to get into, and I think this Christmas we're gonna be.
We'll do some swapping.
Yeah, we're gonna be mixing that around. I'll probably bring maybe some of my minis. This has actually kind of really sparked a little fire in my belly, and I think I actually put a bunch of paints on my Christmas wish list.
Nice.
Vallejo paints, because I want to start.
It's a good move.
Yeah. So maybe around Christmas time, if I get some paints and I can bring some of my minis, and we can do a
both paint.
Yeah.
Nice.
We can see.
You're welcome to any of my paints too, man.
Well, I mean, thank you.
You've got access to the.
Ooh boy. But yeah. So thank you, Ken. I'm excited. I mean, it's something that I wanted to get into when I first started, but then I kind of got intimidated by just like everyone else. Mm-hmm. But now that I'm kind of here and seeing Josh do it, I think it's something that I really want to try. So yeah.
That's the pinnacle, man, of what we're doing. Like I love getting people into this hobby.
Right.
And I think there's way too much. There's way too many people who like look at miniature painting and are like, oh, I could never.
Way
you know what I mean?
hard.
Like I'm not good enough. But to me, the process of it is fun. You know what I mean? Like just the doing it.
Well, I think it'd be just really stress relieving.
It's fun, man.
Yeah.
And I'm finally happy with this side of the axe.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm gonna
like
touch that side. I'm gonna come back, touch up this side. But yeah, and then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have it kind of slowly, fade down at the handle, and then once I paint the beard and the horns, everything else is painted. I'll come back, and I'll
do some
like highlighting from the glow. Yeah. But let me finish this. Do we got time here?
Oh yeah, we got 9 minutes.
Okay, I'm gonna just finish the second coat on the back, and I think we'll be.
Ken, I see. Oh, okay. Well, we if anyone has minis, and I know you guys are talking about it, Ellen says she painted hers just for the stream. If you guys have more minis that you've painted, send them out. Send them our way. We'll take a look at the end of the stream.
We gotta look hers up.
Yeah.
You wanna open up Twitter on
Sure thing.
The thing you do there? Yeah.
Twitter. All right.
Is it logged in on my Twitter?
Yes.
Then just go to notifications
Okay.
and you'll find hers. We gotta show it off.
Here it is.
Before we end today.
The Hero Forge. Awesome.
Yeah. So then, do you know how to bring it up on the stream?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to make a
window. Show window thing.
I think I do that from...
Just go to the plus button at the bottom.
Yeah. Add... Oh, wait, no. Not a scene. I want to do a...
Should say like window something, I'm thinking.
Yeah. Window capture. There we go.
Yes. Yep.
Create new window capture.
Did you select the right window?
Yes. Boom. We're up.
Showing it off?
Yeah.
I like that she did a good job like laying out the base and everything.
Yeah.
So that's Hero Forge. So we played around with Hero Forge last week.
Yeah, I actually built some really My Hero Forge guys. And I think I'm gonna be ordering them around Christmas time. So maybe that's the guy I'll bring to paint.
Nice.
Really cool Plague Doctor.
But yeah, so I like what she did. I like what she did with the candles on the base and the fire in the hand. It's a cool mini, Ellen.
Yes. That's through Hero Forge. Oh, I totally just quit the window. So I had to pull up Twitch again. Give me a second. If that's through here, which plastic type did you do, or is that one of the metal guys?
I bet it's a plastic type.
You bet it's plastic?
Yeah.
It's loading up, so give me a moment before you answer. Or, welcome to the chat room. Say something. There we go. Chop cheer by Happy.
That's a past cheer.
Because I'm trying to figure out if I want to go with the whole like $30, which I think premium plastic. Yeah, I think that's probably the way to go with those guys.
The most paintable. That's the one you want. Like whichever one has the. And I think the one with that's most paintable is also the most durable.
Right.
Which, especially if you're playing with them, that's the one you want to get.
Grandma Burb. Hello, kids. Hi,
Welcome.
Grandma.
Welcome.
We're only on for about 5 more minutes, but we're glad you're here for those 5 minutes. Is Grandma Burb a
regular?
Yeah.
I don't know if she's actually a grandma or not, though.
It's the thought that counts.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Kitten, if you tweet him at Josh, we'll show him on stream. It's really cool.
Yeah, tweet me your mini and we'll show it off to everybody. All right, guys, look at that axe. I'm pretty happy with that.
Yeah, I really like it, man.
I feel really good about that. I think that's gonna be enough to kind of play with the rest of the stuff. I might do a little yellow glaze over it.
Nice.
Try and brighten it up a little bit, but I'll test it out on the back before we.
He's coming together.
He is, man. We're
King Axhelm.
King Axhelm. He's got his axe. He's got a helm.
If you guys have any stories for him, send them our way. Still, we'll read them over. Okay. We can do another story time.
By the way, if you ever want to see how unimpressive miniatures are, look at them closely. For real. If you want to feel better about like feeling like you can paint miniatures, look at them close up, and you'll just be like, "Wow, yeah, it's not as impressive as I thought it was gonna be." There we go. Is that clear?
Yeah, that looks good.
There we go. Yeah. So
that beard's gonna be fun.
oh man, I can't wait. And I can't wait to do the reflection of the glowing axe on everything. So that'll be cool.
He looks great.
Solid. Everybody have a good evening
Yeah.
or day, depending on where you are in the world.
Happy to be back. It's good to see you guys.
And you can catch up on past streams that aren't on Twitch anymore. You can catch up on those on youtube.com/Joshua the Hippie, because that's as long as I could make it, obnoxiously. and yeah, we'll be on Friday, 2:30.
Yeah.
You still down?
Oh yeah, man.
All right.
I'm well again.
Friday 2:30, and maybe Friday 2:30 we'll finish off Axhelm.
The King. So yeah, if you guys have any minis, send them our way. If you guys have any stories about the King, send them our way. Other than that, any other shout outs we got to do?
No, man.
All right.
Just keep doing creative stuff.
Keep doing it, man. We want to see it too. So it's good to see you guys all. Good to be back. Love you all. Bye.
That was unnecessary.
I think it was necessary.